Okay, good evening. My name is Tyson McCann. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Raskils. And Raskils is a photo sharing mobile application for the action sports industry. Now, before I tell you about the app and all the great features, I want to tell you a story about 4 individuals within the action sports community. So meet Drew. Drew is a professional BMX athlete who travels the world competing in events and putting on shows for his fans. His fans love to watch him compete, and they love to follow him on social media. But Drew has some problems. His sponsors pay him 6 figures to represent their brand and to get their equipment out into the public eye. And with 100,000 fans, all asking the same questions: what kind of gear do you use, why do you like it, and where can I buy it, there's no way Drew can respond to even a fraction of it. So Drew could use some help managing his social media following and representing his sponsors. Now I want you to meet Tyler. Tyler is an up-and-coming BMX athlete. He spends hours training at his local park, and when he's not training, he's trying to get the attention of sponsors. So he spends a lot of time on social media trying to build a fan base. So Tyler could use some help getting recognition in the BMX industry. Now what about little Johnny? Johnny has all the time in the world to dream about becoming just like Drew and traveling the world competing at events. But for right now, he spends his time at local skate parks, mingling with the local athletes, and following the professionals on social media. But he still has a lot of questions about the sport. He's the one asking Drew, what kind of bike do you ride? Why do you use it? What kind of bike should I buy? But with so many people asking the same questions, all his go unanswered. So Johnny could use a platform where he can learn more about the sport. Now on the other side of the industry, we have Mark. Mark used to travel the world competing in events, and then he got a little older and opened up his own BMX company. Now he spends his days trying to bridge the gap between his company and his customers. So Mark could use some help connecting with his customers. Raskils is a solution for all of these members, and it just so happens that it's a social network. So now I'd like to show you how Raskils can help each of these guys out. So Drew, who was trying to manage his social media following, currently he uses Instagram. So I'm going to do a head-to-head comparison of Raskils versus Instagram. If you go to Drew's profile on Instagram, you can easily keep up with him and as he shares his pictures with you. But if you want to learn more about his sponsors, all you can do is read who they are, and there's no interaction there. If you want to learn about his gear, well, you're going to have to close down the app and search online to find your answers. So when you compare that to Raskils, the same basic functionality. Drew can share his pictures and videos to everyone across the world, and if you want to know who his sponsors are, you click the My Sponsors tab. The sponsors' logos show up and they're interactive, so you can learn more about the sponsors and why they sponsor Drew. Most importantly, if you want to know what kind of gear he uses, you can click the My Gear tab and quickly thumb through all the gear that Drew is currently using on his bike. And if you want to know more, you can actually see a detailed list of all the specifications for that piece of gear, detailed product shots, and a quote from Drew himself telling you why he uses that piece of gear. So with Raskils, Drew can spend more time doing what he loves and less time on social media, all while doing a better job at promoting his sponsors' gear. And what about Tyler? Tyler's trying to gain some recognition. Well, Tyler loves the challenges that we host on the app. He can compete in challenges to win products, which is great, but he also gains recognition, as the sponsors of the industry are always keeping an eye out for up-and-coming talent. There is also a feature feed where Tyler's best pictures can be shared across the entire app. So it's not just the people following him, but everyone on the app can see some of his pictures and choose to follow him or not. And of course, the notification system alerts him of any new followers, any comments, or people who stoked his picture. And it also alerts him of any new challenges that are up on the app. So Tyler can now spend more time training, and he gets a hand up to gain some recognition for his skills. Now let's talk about little Johnny the Dreamer. Johnny can spend hours searching for his favorite pros, going to their profiles, and getting detailed information about all the parts they use and why they use them. And when he's ready to build his own bike, he can make the purchase directly in the app without ever leaving. He also likes the sticker program. So instead of competing against Tyler in challenges, he can compete with his buddies to earn stickers from his favorite brands. Now Johnny can get answers to all his questions and feel like he's a part of the BMX community. So Raskils was built exclusively for these athletes. And on the other side, we have Mark. Mark is so excited that there is finally a direct link between his sponsored athletes and the gear that he pays them to use. Actually, let me go back. There's the tagline. Raskils is the only app that can turn his athletes' followers into customers with just one tap. He also loves the challenges because it provides him an opportunity to get his new products out in front of people with detailed information, and gets a lot of people excited about that during the competition. The branding that goes on for every entry that every person that enters the challenge, his logo gets branded to the image, so his company gets a good reputation for giving back to the industry. And most importantly, all of this is done in an environment where we can measure everything. So he can get instant results to all his ad campaigns and to the sponsorship activity within the app. So Mark finally has all the tools he needs to help his business grow. So Raskils is the only app that was designed for the action sports community and can turn followers into customers with just one tap. So who are we? I'm Tyson McCann, the CEO. I am a structural engineer by trade. I have an MBA from UCI. I grew up in the action sports community and have a lot of experience and a lot of connections within the industry. And as an entrepreneur, I have one successful exit that's helped me to fund this project. My amazing wife and co-founder, Natalie, is an attorney practicing here in the state of California. She's also an extreme sports athlete, and she has a background in event promotions with the Universal Music Group. Our technical co-founder, William Harris, he has 10 years experience in the software industry. He's an extreme sports athlete as well, and he's created and sold several software products. We are really excited to announce our new partnership with Raghu Walla, who is investing $250,000 of development costs into Raskils. He has co-founded and successfully exited 2 companies prior to this one. And standing behind our team, we have a small army of athletes and brands who have already created profiles and companies who are actively promoting their products on our app.
1 minute.
And with that, we are currently seeking $500,000 from another investor to help with marketing and staffing costs in order to scale our operations from where it is now. We're confident within 3 to 5 years we'll have a 10 times return on your investment, because we're the only app that can turn followers into customers with just one tap. Thank you.